22, 22, 20, 20, 22.
Peace, YouTube. Who is sugar? I got 4 days of the Vlogmas, baby. And I'm actually still in really good spirits with it. I mean, all things considered. And you know, I wanted to come on here and talk about weighted blankets, but I'm not sure if I want to talk about weighted blankets right now. I don't know. But since I brought it up, what I did not know until literally a few minutes ago is that weighted blankets were created or implemented way back in 1999. And I just discovered them this year. And what I mean by discovered is using them. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes you hear of products and they seem real gimmicky or faddish, and you're like, that's probably not gonna work for me. It's not gonna work. And that's probably why I never jumped on the whole weighted blanket bandwagon until this year. But this year has been different, and a lot of things that I said that I would not do or subscribe to, I am currently doing and subscribing to. And one of those is the weighted blanket. So this is not going to be like a medical video. I'm not giving medical advice, and I'm not saying, hey, go out there and try the weighted blanket or what have you. I'm not saying all of that. But what I am saying is that I've had success with it. And I don't know if it's some sort of placebo thing or if I'm really having success with the blanket. Now, I will say this. It wasn't always good. Like when I first got the weighted blanket, look at me talking about the weighted blanket after I just said I didn't want to talk about it. Anyway, when I first got the weighted blanket, I wasn't too sure of the rules of it. So what I did was I just put it on over top of the comforter that I already sleep on. And I thought that thing was trying to kill me. And I was like, I don't know what this is about, but this is absolutely not it. I felt like it was trying to, I don't want to say like choke me out because choking is like here, but I felt like it was trying to choke my body out. Does that make sense? And it was so strange to me. And I remember getting up in the middle of the night, checking to see if I had the right weight blanket. And I did. And I didn't feel like fussing with it. It was in the middle of the night and I was tired. So I just took it off and I said, well, I'll try it again the next day. Well, the next day happened and I put it on and it just was too heavy. Like I could not, it just wasn't comfortable. And I'm one of those people who have very strange sleeping habits. Like I like it to be a certain temperature. I like to have the fan. I like the noise of the fan. So this weighted blanket just was not fitting into how I've been sleeping for all these years. So then I Googled again, trying to get answers as to why this weighted blanket wasn't working for me like it was working for everybody else. And the main thing people were saying was to give it a chance. It takes some time for your body to get used to it. And to not sleep with the weighted blanket with your current blanket, to take your current blanket off and just sleep under the weighted blanket by itself and your flat sheet. And that just seemed so strange to me. I was like, that's not right. I'm not doing that because I bought this comforter and I'm gonna sleep under this comforter. But I gave it a chance and y'all, I don't know what happened, but I woke up the next morning. I was like, oh, so this is what everybody's been talking about. And let me tell you, I have been a believer ever since. I know what you're thinking, but Shug, how has the weighted blanket helped you, girl? Well, I'm one of those people that toss and turn throughout the night. So the blanket has, I'm not saying it's like held me hostage in the bed, but I don't flip as much. I still toss a little bit, but I don't do all the tossing like I used to do. And the blanket is weighted so that it doesn't slide off the bed. So there were times where I would toss and turn so much that the actual comforter would slide off the bed. With the weighted blanket, I don't have any of those issues. And it feels cozy and safe. Is that the word I'm looking for? Safe? I don't know. It works. And I'm not overheating and I just like how it feels. Does the blanket work all the time? No. And I'm not sure why it doesn't work all the time, but I suspect with PMS and the hormonal changes that my sleep is disturbed. So no matter what is happening or what I take to try to go to sleep, PMS is like, girl, you're not sleeping peacefully. It's just not happening. But I think overall it has been a really good experience and I'm glad that I found it. So yeah, I think I'm a fan of the whole weighted blanket. I know there's so many to choose from. I'll put the link to the one that I picked up. And I know that there are so many to choose from with a variety of price ranges. The one that I picked up was fairly inexpensive, which I know is relative, but it has been working for me. Because you know what? The way 2020 has been going, I just needed some kind of relief because my whole sleep life was in complete shambles. So I just needed something to help. And this has helped tremendously. So much so that if we ever go back on vacation, you better believe I'm going to have my pillows, my fan, and now my weighted blanket. Because it's good stuff. So that is it for this video. And I will see you all tomorrow with 3 more days left. 3. All right, guys. Be blessed. Peace.